We've all had that gut punch moment when we realize the world is not what we believed it to be. Some of you out there are experiencing it right now. For me, it was my first job in public health when I realized the institutions I once respected were more interested in upholding a familiar system that harmed all of us than they were in acknowledging harm done and repairing it. Welcome to She Really Gets It, a public health podcast where we discuss how systems can and do harm the public's health by upholding all the isms that far too many of us have grown comfortable with.
I think in some ways I might have, in the back of my mind, thought, I am exempt from it. I have a PhD, and so maybe I can fight and have some buffer against the very same systems I was fighting against, and I was very wrong about that.
And shifting the narrative about what public health is by building community with those utilizing their unique talents to change the system in real time.
I went back to my roots of thrifting and going to the Goodwills and the Salvation Armies, which is what I grew up doing. And the more I did that, the more I realized in our communities, a lot of the clothing that ends up in our thrift stores is not natural material. It's a lot of times fast fashion that's coming from these fast fashion retailers. So I took it upon myself to then shift how I was creating, and was I'm only going to use natural materials.
And learning from those in the trenches about how to advocate for ourselves.
And they're like, oh, well, Black women must be more promiscuous. What is going on with Black women? They must be, IV drug users, or this very fringe situation. And it's no, let's talk about the context. Let's talk about the social determinants of health that we love to say, but we don't understand when it comes down to not perpetuating biases.
Because public health is everyone's responsibility, and it's time we start acting like it. So if you're looking out at the world and feeling hopeless, and you want to know where to start to make it better, this show is for you. I'm Stephanie Rhodes, and this is She Really Gets It, a public health podcast. Follow the podcast now and join the community that's working together to make it better.